Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Oh yeah, we got our two. Oh yeah, we got a little pause there. We got our final two duelists for the Wing Bros group. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, sir. My name is Wes. So, funny enough, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since conception, at least over here in the West. And for me, it's always just been this almost like childhood nostalgia to be able to play again and get back into it. So, whenever I met you guys, I had actually completely moved aside. I went to Flesh and Blood. It's my main card game that I play now. But you guys kind of revitalized some of that youthful energy with Goat. And I had never really met anybody who wanted to play Goat or Edison or Hat or anything like that. So it's been a blast. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And, I'll continue to go forward with it. I'm looking forward to building my first Edison deck. Hopefully, I can build something that my friend had when I was a kid and kind of like a memoriam to him, which was like a Machina deck with Machina Fortress and all that. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I don't know how to follow that one up.
We've seen this guy before on the channel.
What's good, boys? It's your boy Andrew, the youngest of the group. Hopefully, still legal. Y'all know me. I started playing, actually playing 5 years ago this January. Just nothing much has changed since last time y'all saw me. I'm still the Cyber Dragon player, and I'm still the chill guy. What's good?
I can contest that. He's pretty chill.
Appreciate Mr. Wes.
What is a good series that you would recommend for somebody to start off while watching Yu-Gi-Oh? Like if they say, "Hey, I like playing these cards, but I've never seen the anime."
Okay.
What series would you be like? You have to watch this. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It can be out of order, but
Okay.
yeah. And then tell us what's your favorite series as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not gonna lie. I will always love the OG stuff. There's so much nostalgia there, and the game itself builds itself off of it. And Battle City is just so freaking cool. It's like peak Yu-Gi-Oh. But honestly, the series that really got me into the whole game was GX. My buddies and I would literally wake up every morning on Friday morning, sorry, and we would watch GX while deck building the whole day, and we'd have egg sandwiches just like they did in the show, and we'd watch that from sun up to sundown, and we'd play Yu-Gi-Oh the whole day, and those were just like the best memories, the most nostalgia of times. So as far as like a series goes, to get started with it, of course, the first you have to. It's crazy, it's weird, but it is fun. However, GX really just has those
Slice of life.
yeah, those slice of life vibes. But I think personally, 5Ds is probably the most edgy of the series, and it is really good.
With the dark signers and everything.
Yeah, and the Australian antagonist is pretty great too. So
I'm gonna follow that one up with a very simple answer. Personal favorite's always going to be Duel Monsters. That's what got me into the game in the first place, even though I am like the Cyber Dragon GX wannabe over here. But if you want to start off with like a plot twist in the first episode,
Pendulum series. That's what I was gonna say. Pendulum series.
Duel Monsters Seasons 0. Because you'll see Season 0, you'll look at Season 1, and you'll look at the MC, and you'll be like, is that the same person? He was just folding people a minute ago. He's a 12-year-old? It's just like you never expect such a drastic difference between the same character
For sure.
2 days before.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I know Jujutsu Kaisen's done very similar, but that's like, that anime is trauma. This is a children's card game, and it's like, wow, he just caught a body.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, not personal favorites, Duel Monsters, and I would recommend starting with Season 0 of Duel Monsters, because it's peak.
Well, what was your favorite series?
Duel Monsters.
Dual Monsters still?
I mean,
Kids get to see.
I'm yet to see like actually fully watch the rest of it, but
Okay.
Duel Monsters is like when I first started talking and thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh, Duel Monsters was what there is.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I was born after GOAT format was like a thing. But when you think of Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't think of like, oh, I'm gonna summon this 2000 attack beat stick on my turn 1 and you're just going to lose the game at turn 2. No, you think of, I tribute 2 monsters and I summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And Joey over here crap talking it. And I mean,
Right.
I've always idolized Joey.
Yeah.
Joey's always been the GOAT, in my opinion.
For
He's
sure.
the best duelist.
Yeah.
Not only is he the best duelist, he has 3 or 4 cards that he wrote in the real game. Like the whole alligator sword.
Oh, right.
Like
yeah.
the flavor text is him. I've never seen another like character have that on there.
Really?
Really.
I will say this though, back to the whole Zero thing. Also, if I don't know if you ever caught the manga that was supposed to the manga like before the show was released. Super dark,
Oh,
super
absolutely.
crazy. Yeah, totally makes the main character look like a sociopath. So maybe avoid it until you actually watch the show because it might make you have a negative view on the rest of the show.
You didn't get the manga. You weren't able to get certain cards.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, they even had special events that you had to get cards from too. Which like you had to go out to some of the events to get the like promo cards.
Like Blue Eyes Ultimate.
I was reading this story about this one guy, and he was cleaning his basement or his garage, and he was cleaning out his son's stuff, and he sold a Dark Magician girl, I think for $1,000, but it was his son won the tournament that year, and there was only 4 made of that Dark Magician girl.
The tournament card.
Yeah, it was the tournament card, and it actually, I think it was worth like 5 or 6 grand, like 100.
Wow.
Like it was like very very up there. Yeah, like I don't know, like I don't remember the exact number, but it's up there. Like it's past the 5 digits. Like it's in the 6-digit range.
Can I see that real quick?
Yeah.
Actually, I know this is a little bit out of the norm, but that kind of actually makes me have a question for you. What is a card that you found that you were just like freaked out over? You couldn't believe you found it, whether it's because it was valued high, or it was a high rarity of something, or it was something that you were just like, oh my god, I've been looking for this for years.
So I have 2. So I remember when COVID happened, I lost my job, and for my birthday, Ghost from the Past was coming out, and Steven pulled the Ghost Rare Dark Magician for me,
Nice.
but I lost my job at the time,
Oh,
so I had to sell it, and I
Yeah.
think I sold it for like 700 at the time, but it was $1,000. So I mean, like it's still still good money. Yeah. Um, but like if I had to look back, I had this Dark Magician girl, funny enough. But it was MFC. I'm trying to remember the certain. What is it? Yeah. Magicians or something.
I'm not really good with the set.
No. I'm terrible. Certain ones. That's certain ones. Yeah. Yeah, you can. I'm trying to remember what it was from. Like Magician's Force. I believe that's what it was.
That sounds familiar.
Right. MFC. But anyways, I had that one, and it was a secret. And then I also had the Dark Magician girl. Okay, cool. And I had the Dark Magician girl where she's doing the full pose with her body, and that was the tin one. And I remember getting out of the game at the time. I sold like everything. So like, I didn't have to like work for a hot minute. And it was first edition. The Dark Magician girl was first edition. So
That first edition stand makes it super high.
yeah. So and I slightly regret it, but now that when I came back to the game, I was like, fresh start. Let's see what we can do. My heroes are like number 1.
Yeah.
Like number 1. And now that I have Jaden's autograph on them, like I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm 110% good. And then recently, when I found that old T first edition Flame Wingman here, and they sold it to me, but it was bent, so they sold it to me for half of what it was worth. So I flattened it out, and then I got how much it would be. I think he was saying like it was around $600 to $800 because it's first ed. But I paid $200, but I didn't pay anything because I traded cards in for it.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think that was the.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
That's
right,
pretty good,
right.
So I have two that were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So we bought a box of this set that had just came out, and I was looking for Quim in the set. I can't remember what set it was called, but Quim had just came out, and I was trying to build Branded. I really wanted to build it because it's a fusion archetype, and that's like my favorite special summoning mechanic. And we bought the box on the release, and we pulled the Starlight Quim, and I wanted to keep it so bad and get it graded and all that stuff. It was such a gorgeous card, and my we had just lost one of our dogs, and yeah, and so my wife was just like super down, and I said, okay, well, I know she really wants a kitten, so we ended up selling the card to this guy for $250. And then we turned around and used that for the adoption for the kitten that we still have today. So that was the first one, and then the second one, I had pulled this card uh, that I didn't really remember what it was. It wasn't really valuable to me, but it was out of one of the newer sets. And this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, I'll trade you." I think it was an OT Ash from the OTS pack that had just came out of the set. And so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I traded it to him. So I had this like high rarity OTS pack only Ash Blossom, and I was like, I'm gonna get this graded. I'm gonna get it, nice and secured in my collection. And then, another thing happened. Uh, and so we needed some extra money. So I ended up selling it. I ended up selling it for almost $400. Yeah, because that was around the price that it was back then. I don't know what it would be now. But one of my favorite little treasure finds, I always wanted a Victory Dragon, and I was digging in bulk one day in like a 25-cent bulk, and I found a Victory Dragon, and I thought that was so freaking cool because and you win the match, yeah, the match, and I still have it to this day, and I thought it was such a cool card to find, and they only asked for like $1 for it. I was like, that's really cool. But my buddy and I had always talked about collecting that card and finding it because it was an exclusive card at one point. And we always wanted to get one of those, like throw it in our deck and just have fun with it, take it to a tournament or something. But obviously you can't do that. But that was always like a really cool part for us.
So apparently we all have two answers for this one.
Okay.
Mine's more of a.
I think I know what yours is.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
I think I know.
You know what? I'm curious. What do y'all think it is?
I think it was the day you got your ghost rare.
That is one of them. That is one of them.
Okay. It's on story.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna tell the first one that I was. So the first one that I was trying to find for a while, it was like a good 2 months that I was looking for it. No, and I found it in the dumbest way possible. This is the same day I met Brandon. I was looking for a card. He knew I was looking for it because I mentioned like something about Earthbound, and that's all I remember mentioning to him. And then he went through my cards and he was like, "Hey, can I grab this card?" And I was like, "Let me look that card up for a second." It's the card I was looking for 2.5 months that I had laying in my collection. It was just sitting there, happy and snug in a little sleeve.
Love it.
So I was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to trade you that one, but I have this Exodia card. You want it? You want the Exodia card?" And he grabbed the Exodia card.
Dang, he pulled it. That's not for trading in the trade binder.
But I also gave him a card that was way more worth it.
Sure.
Anyway, all right. And the second one, and I'm still looking for 2 more copies of it, was when we were at the YCS in Houston this year.
Yeah.
I found a Ghost Rare Cyber Dragon. The guy was selling it for 45-ish I want to say $45, $50 to
That's
$60,
not bad.
which
I'd have
is
picked that up for sure.
absolutely amazing.
100% would have bought
However,
it.
I only had $20 on me.
Oh, no.
So our big
You didn't do
brother,
any favors for the Cyber Dragon, did you?
our big brother Brandon. Oh, okay, all right. Big bro Brandon. He sat down beside me. He was like, "Hey, I know this seller." Dapped him up or shook his hand or whatever. He was like, "Look, man, do this for me. I'm gonna lay down a couple cards. You tell me if you can help my bro out here." So I'm sitting down, and Brandon standing up beside me, and he covers 35 of the $40 in cards alone for that Cyber Dragon.
What a good.
Absolutely amazing.
What a unit.
So that day, during the YCS that I dropped out of because I was getting my crap rocked, I got a Ghost Bear Cyber Dragon for $10. And we go out of the unit area, and we look at this other guy's binder, and he's like, "Huh, you have all of the Ghost Rares that you could have possibly gotten from Ghosts of the Past. You got DMG, you got Dark Magician, you got Blue Eyes, Cyber Dragon. God dang it, I only got $20 on me." It was just the funniest thing ever because it was like, we get this card, we go out, we see more guys with more of the same exact card I'm looking for, and it's just gone. Can't get nothing about it. Can't do nothing about it at all. And we just go home, or we go to the apartment, or not the apartment, the hotel, and we just chilled. I was like,
Just staring at that
Dragon.
cardboard.
I am looking for 2 more.
One more.
You're scaring me, Brandon.
One more.
What do I owe you? what do I owe you? What do I owe you, Brandon? Come on. You know what? Hang on.
You know, hold on.
Hold
that. Remember that time that Brandon got you or helped you get 2 Ghost Rare Cyber Dragons? You remember that time? I think that was one of my favorite moments.
Because thanks to him, I have a quarter century one, and I also have.
Oh, cool. You just give me. You just yeah, right. You just give me the QCR because I don't have one. Yeah, it's a skill issue. Dang. Oh shit.
So
Like,
Yeah.
So I went to Heroes a couple days ago, and funny enough, like I hadn't been there in a hot minute, but everybody was like so welcoming to me, right? And it was so cool, and I was like, all right, let's see what we got here. So I was looking around. They had an Ulti Bubble Man.
Nice.
And Ulti Bubble Man. So what's special about this? It's not gonna be able to focus, but whatever. I remember when I was younger and I was getting into Yu-Gi-Oh. I always just asked everybody if they had any Elemental Hero cards. It didn't matter if they worked together or not. And that's how I would play the deck. I remember I woke up one day and I was kind of like, I don't know if I really want to go dueling today, right? I leave my room, then I go back to my room. My bed is like made, and I see that there's a card like this flat, right, on the bed. So I flip it over and it's an Ulti Bubble Man. And it was my mom who got it for me.
Nice.
I don't know where it went.
Oh.
Yeah, and that sucks. But, like, this is very, very special to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to 110% get this, right? So this was marketed at 60. Zane was 18. And Cyber Dragon was 40. But because I'm me, I said, hey, what can you do for these 3? He goes, no one's gonna want this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm the only one that buys hero stuff. He goes, yeah. 75.
Wow.
And I was like, let me think about it for a second. I leave and I come back and I was like, can I do a counter offer? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, 60. He goes, 63. And I was like, 65. 65. And he goes, deal. And I was like, haha, I would have gone higher. You know? look who's stupid now. So I technically got Bubble Man. And I got these for free.
That's pretty crazy.
So
That's pretty crazy.
yeah.
That's awesome.
They're not mine though.
That's a good find. That's a great find.
So I don't know. Give it to Wes.
I have like 3/4 century Cyberdragon.
Oh man, my hands were blocking the screen this whole time. I'm so sorry.
Like they do with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like they do with the PokeTubers. This is the trade. What's going on?
Let me see here. Let me see here. Oh,
I'm getting this, and Brandon's not getting this. It's going straight to Mr. West. It is a quarter century.
and I am negging 25.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Brandon. That is straight to the head.
There you go. See? I was trying to figure out like a good time about it, but I was like, yeah, I did. I was playing, yeah. The Curry Bros. Yeah. Well, okay. So that makes me wonder. To start off the conversation, I know. Let's start off with when you met me, and then we'll talk about our journey ever since then.
Okay.
And then I know. We started with yours, but you know it got cut, so we could just start all over with that one. But yeah. Let's do it, Mr. West.
Alrighty. So, as I had mentioned before, I was kind of getting pretty burnt out with Yu-Gi-Oh. I had spent a lot of money trying to collect Vanquish Soul stuff. My wife, God bless her soul, spent like $400 on Wild Survivor boxes just to help me pull the collector rares. We did the math. It was thank you. It was literally the same amount of money to buy the boxes we did to have built the Vanquish Soul deck. And she got me a bunch of other Vanquish Soul stuff, like a mat, deck box, etc. So I went to my first regional with my buddy, played Kashtira, even though I wanted to play Vanquish Soul. Got my butt completely handed to me. I say that I won 5 rounds and lost 3, but it was nice that I got to do that because it was my first regional event, and so we were coming back from that, and so riding that high. I was like, man, it's just never going to be the same. Snake Eyes is just killing this format. I'm just not really enjoying the format. I'm not really enjoying my deck. I'm going to go play Flesh and Blood. So I came here to Shenanigans, and while I was here, I checked out some of the people around me, and I was like, oh, that guy's got a Wing Rebo. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go say hi to that guy. My wife's like, yeah, you should. Actually, she pointed you out. So I went over, I said hi, and like we clicked instantly, and it was almost really fortuitous because I was getting to the point where I was considering selling my entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection, spare for like a few cards. That really meant a lot to me, and it got to the point where I said, you know what, I'm gonna get back into it and play with these guys, and so I did, and I fell in love with it again. It was like having the moments that I had with my personal friend growing up, and it was like reliving those experiences again. And it was really cool because I got to play format. Always wanted to play Goat, and so now I'm like really into it. I'm over here building like 7 decks on the side for Goat, even though one of them in particular has really just caught my attention this whole time. Yeah, zombies. But when we sat down and played, it really was the most fun I ever had. Your commentary and the way that you just were so willing to just have fun and just really dive into the game really kind of drew me into your personality, and it kind of revitalized this is a game, it's supposed to be fun. I had been killing myself with the competitive side of the game, burning myself out on Dueling Book, burning myself out on online simulators, and preparing for that regional event. And so actually getting to play for fun, it was like I was 15 all over again. So that was my experience, and I thank God for it every day.
So I've said it a couple times. Said it a couple times here before. I met Brandon like the same day that I was just like not it. I was like, here, yeah, you can look through my bulk, you can look through my cards, grab some cards, blah 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 blah. And I beat him in 2 turns with Cyber Dragons. But we've already heard that. Huh?
Against what?
I don't remember. The archetype was like super dumb, so I don't remember what it was. Nah, I beat him with his heroes, then he came back and beat me next time. But it's unrelated. I'm still cooler. Love you, Brandon. um, but no, it's actually quite the opposite from when I met you. From when you met him. He brought back the competitive side.
Oh, really?
So at the time, I was a senior in high school, and I had played with a few friends of mine, and I was literally the president and the owner and founder of the Yu-Gi-Oh club at my high school. The only issue with that is there was no competition whatsoever.
Sure.
It's like I was either playing Cyber Dragons or my war crimes that I call Fluangeries, and there was no in between. And it got to the point to where, okay, cool, he has Fire Kings. I'm going to give him these Snake Eye cards because there's no other way he's going to stand a chance against me. He's running Blue Eyes. Here, take this Blue Eyes Jet because you don't have any. Oh, you're playing, what was it? What was he playing? Raid Raptors? Take 2 Ashes, an Effect Failure, and a Call By because you're getting crap handed to you. And even then, Flu just overran it insanely quickly. Like 2-3 turns in and the game's over.
It was a great budget deck.
It's $13.
Yeah.
The entire deck that I have is $13, minus maybe what was it, Forbidden Droplet,
Sure.
and even that was a gift. But I met Brandon, and obviously excluding the Cyber Dragon versus Elemental Hero deck and matchups, there was such a competitive side to it, because all of a sudden it was taking 5, 6, 7 turns for me to even hit him to 1300, at all. Then he brought out his Runic deck, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this got me invited to Worlds." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna play Flu because I know I like to banish, and I wasn't expecting my spells and traps to get banished too." But no. But it's like I went from no one could touch this deck, no one can touch my life points. You're losing in 2 turns to okay, I need to lock in now, or I'm losing. There's no in between. And it's just you brought that competitive side back to me that I was missing. It got to the point where, I was telling you, I almost quit Yu-Gi-Oh! I started playing Magic the Gathering because I needed the competitive side. But then I played against you a few times. And I played against you a few more times. And I played against Steven, but that's unrelated. Because he reminded me of my high school days. No. He's good. He's the GOAT. But it's just, you brought back a piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I forgot about. And then you took me to the YCS, which was a huge jump from locals, by the way. Okay, tell me why we go to the locals, right? And I'm getting 2nd place, 3rd place, 4th place. We go to YCS. I lose 3 matches in a row. No chance whatsoever. I played against something called Crystron. I had no clue what that was until that day.
That's funny.
Mind you, my first matchup was the worst matchup against me because he was playing an anti-banish deck.
Yeah.
Excuse me, he had a Lancia in there that he always had in his hand.
Can I tell you something funny about my regional? My first regional, I'm playing Cat. I'm feeling super confident. My first opponent, Blue Unrays.
Oh my god.
Man, I wish I would have known you.
Game 1, Harpy Storm, whatever that card is.
Harpy Feather Storm.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a
Game
trap card.
2,
Love
loops me with the Monarch.
I love the Mega Monarch Rise Up, bro. He's amazing.
Ridiculous.
Ironically enough, I never go into him though.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I met it.
Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap this up? Any special thanks to anybody out there or anything like that?
Yes, absolutely. I would, if it was not for my wife, I probably would have never met you guys. I probably would have never continued with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because my friend had moved away, and I didn't have anybody in my locals anymore. My wife really pushed me and encouraged me to meet other people who wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I would definitely give her a shout out. And also this wonderful, wonderful group that I am now part of that we meet as much as we can.
Besides the GOAT Brandon on the other side of the camera, my boy Danny, he's the one who was playing Raid Raptors. He's always been my rival. Before Brandon, and honestly, even still, he's it's birds versus birds, Flu versus Raid Raptors. How is that not rivalry? And my godfather for showing me what the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card looked like. by sitting on the other side of the table and reminding me of my high school days on the other side.
There you go.
Getting curb stomped, but guys don't relate. But no, just like you, Brandon, the boys, and just the other two.
Everybody in the group is honestly really fantastic.
Love these guys. Family.
Well, gentlemen, we'll end it there. Thank y'all for y'all's time, and we'll see y'all.
Stick around for the part 2 later.
What?
That's it.
And we'll see y'all in the next one.